Hey Aries, welcome to your September 23rd through the 29th weekly forecast. We're going to see what's coming up for you guys. We have a super new moon happening this week. We'll see how the energies may be affecting you all. We're going to check out your weekly messages with this deck here. This is a tarot deck. And then an affirmation message with this tarot deck here, because this deck comes with really cool affirmations. So you guys will get an affirmation at the end to do for those of you who want to work on some manifesting. But we're going to see what's coming up for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for September 23rd through the 29th. All right, here we are. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. These cards are slippery. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, my darlings. Monday, Tuesday for Aries is Two of Swords. Okay, those of you who follow my channel and who've heard me say this in the past, you may remember what I say about Two of Swords. Two of Swords is my hey there, buddy, be careful card, okay? For me, Two of Swords is letting us know in the beginning part of the week, something is going on that maybe you're being super patient about. You know, I know Aries, you guys can maybe sometimes have a reputation for being quick to act or, you know, like reacting to situations. And because you guys are very go-getters. You guys are very much like, you don't like to sit there. You don't like to feel sorry for yourselves. You guys are definitely a sign of action. And I love that about Aries. I'm not saying it in a negative way. But it could be that you're trying to tell yourself, okay, well, let me not react to this situation, or let me be patient, let me wait this out. You might be kind of accusing yourself of being quick to judgment. However, when Two of Swords comes up, it says that we're kind of hoping that some situation is going to change, or we're waiting for a situation to change or to fix or resolve itself, and we're kind of afraid to take action or to look at it, right? We might be postponing taking action. We might be postponing taking a look at it. But in my experience, this is why Two of Swords to me is a heads up card. In my experience, Two of Swords comes up when we're kind of heading for a situation where there could be some kind of a tower moment. So it's going to be important that you are in the energy of you know, paying attention to the signs. One of the things that's coming up for Aries in this new moon energy, guys, I'm not an astrologer. I am not a zodiac expert. I'm very, very clear, very open, very honest about that, right? So sometimes people will correct me in the comments, and that's cool. You know, I like for people who are knowledgeable about astrology to share their knowledge. I'm not an expert. I just kind of share from what I've read. From what I've read about the new moon for Aries, some of you are going to be really in the mood for romance. Some of you are really going to be in the mood for love and manifesting that. So there could be someone in your life right now that's looking good, that's looking interesting. And Two of Swords is saying, hey, like, you know, don't take a temporary person and like give them 100% of yourself, like, or be aware of what some of the challenges might be if you decide to go long term with this person. Look at the whole. Don't just focus on what you like. Be honest with like what you might be getting yourself into. Okay, so Two of Swords just says there's something that you're not wanting to see. You're not wanting to address it, and Spirit's asking you to take a look at it. It could be in your family life. It could be at work. It could be in your personal life. It could be, you know, 1,000 different things. You might want to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos to see what's happening in the beginning of the week with your moon or your rising, so that you might get a better idea of what it might be that you're kind of not wanting to, you know, pay attention to at that time, because it's going to be different for different ones of you. Your Wednesday, Thursday card, sure enough, Aries, it's right here. It's right here. And you guys know what I say, those of you who watch my videos. When it is the week of a full moon or the week of a new moon, and if I have any cards that come up that are about the moon or show the moon, it's kind of a sign to me from Spirit that you all are going to be feeling the moon energy pretty heavy, right? Water signs are kind of known to be a little bit more moon sensitive because their element is water, and water is associated with the moon, and the moon pulls the tides of the ocean and all that good stuff. But sometimes, depending on what's going on, or depending on how intuitive you are or how spiritually gifted you are, you may be more sensitive to moon energy, regardless of what your sign is, okay? So Aries, some of you are really feeling this new moon energy really strong, really heavy. And so you might have a lot of passion coming up. A lot of the times with the full moons, we'll have emotions coming up that we want to release. The new moon is more about manifesting. The new moon is more about creating and calling in. So you may be discovering some pretty intense, like hidden desires that maybe you've been ignoring or you've been putting off, and it's coming to the surface at this time. Okay, for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, this Two of Swords situation where you haven't been wanting to look at a situation, Spirit may be revealing a truth to you midweek. And I feel there's a good chance that this is going to be a very real occurrence for some of you, because Aquarius had something very similar from different cards, but a similar message. So this makes me feel there's something happening in the collective energy. Okay, there could even be something midweek happening on a world news level or on a national level in your country, or something in the world where something is being revealed, like something is being uncovered, right? So there could be just some energy happening in this new moon where there's a feeling or a sense of a new leaf being turned over, and it might be happening on a cosmic global level, and it might be trickling down into our individual lives as well. So keep an open eye for that. There could be something that is being revealed, to you at this time. Okay, your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card, my darling Aries, is Seven of Rods. So Seven of Rods is about standing your ground. You know, it's also, to me, and this is just kind of, you know, different readers have different ways of looking at certain cards, and Seven of Wands or Seven of Rods is one of those cards for me. Because when I see this card, it tells me somebody might be trying to pull you into an argument or pull you into drama. And this Seven of Rods is saying don't do it. Aries, I do feel for many of you, this is some kind of rivalry happening at work. For some of you, it could be in a sense of family, like if you have not your family, but if you have a significant other, it could be with their family. For whatever reason, I'm feeling like an in-law outlaw kind of, you know, energy. But it could be that someone is seeing you at this time, Aries, and they might feel like you're getting attention, or they may feel like you're kind of coming up, or you have good things happening for you, and they're trying to knock you down a couple of pegs. I'm sorry to say, some of you are experiencing that. So Seven of Rods is saying, look, number one, take it as a compliment, because if you weren't shining, they wouldn't be coming for you. They're coming for you because you're shining. So take it as a compliment. Number two, all you have to do is just maintain and keep doing what you're doing. Don't come down to their level. Because I always say with this card, see how he's standing here? He's nice and safe. They can't really reach him. They can, you know, bang those sticks around all they want. They can't reach him. But if he tries to get closer to them, to talk to them, or to hear what they're saying, or to try to take a jab at them, if he steps a little bit closer, and especially since it's like downhill, if he starts going down to their level, they can yank him with a stick or something around the foot. They can pull him down. They can hit him. They can get some blows in. They can, you know, pull him down and really do some damage. So for me, the message with Seven of Wands is that you've already won. So this isn't yours to win. This is yours to lose. You already have it. And you're going to hold on to it unless you decide to throw it away, or let somebody distract you, or let somebody pull you into some kind of craziness. Be cautious and be careful, because I am feeling with this new moon, because so many people are about wanting to get ahead, and wanting to like manifest in their life. A lot of people are going to be very passionate about these changes. I feel some people who are a little bit lower vibrational, they're kind of going into like sabotage mode, or they're going into like the sneaky kind of mode. So Aries, because you guys are go-getters and you guys usually really push yourself really hard to succeed, people who are that low vibrational, like, like they want to get ahead, and they're feeling behind, they might kind of feel very intimidated by you, and they might be trying to, get you into some kind of conflict, or start some kind of gossip, or start some kind of drama, and they may be trying to get you to talk, or they may be trying to get you to do things that are going to make you look bad in some way. I do feel for some of you Aries, I'm sorry to say, and this is not for all of you, this is for some of you, so don't get all angry at me in the comments. But for some of you, there could be someone who really rubs you the wrong way, and this might be in work, or this might be the in-law outlaw situation. Like I said, they might really rub you the wrong way. So even though maybe you're a really cool person, some people or that person might be under the impression that you have this really bad temper, and so that might be what they're saying about you to other people. And other people are like, no, Aries is cool, I never had, no, they're like, I've never had Aries do that. So they might be like out of their way to try to trigger you or upset you, to get you to go off in a public situation, or around other family members, or around other coworkers, to like make you look bad, like to trip. Oh, see, I told you that Aries was a loose cannon. I told you Aries had a temper. So understand and know, at the end of the week, somebody may be baiting you, okay, because they feel threatened by you, because they want to have the upper hand, and it's their way of trying to like take you down a couple of notches. If you're able to stand your ground, and if you're able to not, get pulled into that drama, then, it's fine. You don't have to worry about it. Nobody's fighting, nobody's getting crazy. There's no need to, get negative, or to get forceful, or to, get physical with anybody over anything. Just calm, stay in your little space, stay in your little zone, stay in your little bubble, meditate, do your prayers, do your grounding, do your release, and you'll be fine. But understand and know that you wouldn't have this energy coming your way if you were not being seen as like a threat, okay? And going back to the first card is the second of swords. That's a very fancy title, the second of swords. The two of swords and the moon card. It could be that somebody is kind of trying to plot some way to trip you up, or to make you look bad. But Spirit is saying you're on good ground. You're on good ground. Don't let them trip you up. Don't let them get in your head. We're going to go ahead and see what your affirmation for the week is. And I encourage you guys to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos too, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. They might be more helpful. And you may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. If you click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, it will take you to the scheduling page, which I have to tell you something. If you guys are going to schedule this week, there's like a technical issue, so hang out for the end if you want to schedule, if you want information about that. Here is your affirmation card. We have the Hanged Man. So Aries, you have all this stuff going good for you. And, you do maybe kind of have people that are a little bit jealous of you. Let me move my little light here so it's not glaring. You might have people who are a little bit jealous of you. And you, you're coming into this new moon energy, whether you're wanting love, or you're wanting to move ahead at work, or all of the above, you might be feeling just a little bit like things are like, when are they going to move forward? When are they going to move forward? So there could be this feeling like you're feeling like things are kind of in limbo. But what people don't understand, this is a major arcana card, which means you're having this experience for a reason. And oftentimes it's to help you see things in a different way, or a different light, so that you can manifest something better for yourself. Sometimes I see the Hanged Man come up when you've been manifesting something just kind of on autopilot. Like you've been wanting it for so long, and Spirit's trying to say, hey, you know what? Like, take a second look at this. This might not be really what you want, you know, at this stage in your life, or you might want to revise the order, so to speak. So if you've never done an affirmation, it's good to do it first thing in the morning, say it out loud, last thing at night, say it before you go to sleep, because that morning and nighttime brain shift is a great time to plant this seed, because then it's going to kind of get buried in there and kind of run automatically like on this autopilot. It's going to be very helpful to do it that way. Okay, my darlings, so we have here your affirmation. You can go ahead and check it out there. You can take a screenshot of it and write it down. I'm going to read it out loud to you. It says, sacrifice and surrender are necessary at times like this. Nothing in life is free, nor does everything happen according to my timetable. When this card appears, I'm reminded that a delay is in my best interest, that until all the elements are in place, I'm meant to surrender to the greater will for the highest good of all. Time for me to let go of my attachment to how I thought things had to be. I am called to surrender and wait to see how things play out. Okay, so why did it go all blurry? So this is what's happening with you guys to manifest maybe kind of some surrender. Surrender is like a very complex spiritual topic, and I keep wanting to make spiritual videos, and life keeps throwing all kinds of curveballs at me, but I kind of feel like hopefully in the coming weeks, I found a workspace. That was a big issue for the longest time. I was having a hard time finding a place to work, but thank God, you know, Spirit helped, and I manifested a great workspace to work out of. So as I'm getting caught up with work and my private readings, I do want to come into doing spiritual videos. I started working on a oracle deck I'm hoping to release in, I don't know how long it'll take, a few months, maybe a year, depends on, you know, when it finishes. But I do want to start doing spiritual videos, and I do want to explain the concept of surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. So I don't want you to hear surrender and get discouraged and think Spirit's telling you to give up. Spirit, when you surrender, Spirit is basically like Jesus take the wheel, Muhammad take the wheel, Allah take the wheel, Buddha take the wheel. You know, just, you know, it's kind of like, you know, your higher power taking the wheel. Okay, like allowing your higher power to take the control of the situation. That's all it is. Do the best you can, and what you don't have control over, give it to your higher power. That's all you're doing when you're surrendering. You're not giving up hope, right? You're not just laying down and giving up. That's basically surrender in a nutshell, but hopefully I can talk about it more in the future. All right, my dears, if you want more love info, because I do know some of you Aries are going to be kind of itching for love or bit by that love bug, you can check out the love readings. There's a link in the description of the video for September love readings. October love readings are also up, so check those out. Those are all listed in the videos that are on the channel. And the private readings, if you're going to schedule on Calendly. Calendly and PayPal aren't getting along right now, technically, with their robots, their computers. I don't know what's happening. Their computers aren't communicating well right now. So Calendly is unable to bill you. Calendly can schedule you. You can go on Calendly. You can pick which reading you want. You can pick the day and time. You can schedule it so that nobody else can have it. But you'll have to send the PayPal payment to my amethystangellight@gmail.com address. This is going, you're going to have to do the payment separately. You're going to have to go on PayPal and send the amount separately. Whereas before it just did everything automatically, and it's not doing everything automatically now. So hopefully it's temporary. I will let you all know as soon as I know, or as soon as I hear if it's fixed or when it will be fixed. But I thank you all for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and I'm wishing you a fabulous week, Aries.